General Hospital spoilers, May 16. Lulu enlists Cody to expose the truth. General Hospital spoilers for Friday, May 16. Reveal that Sonny will fear Carly Spencer is making a mistake, while Nina Reeves predicts disaster. Drew Kane will also discuss some collateral damage, so here's what GH fans can expect. As Lulu Spencer continues her conversation with Cody Bell, she'll insist that Giovanni Gio Palmieri's mother is the key. Now that Cody has teamed up with Lulu, he'll support her search for info about Camilla and the story of Gio's birth. It'll take a little more work, but Lulu should be on the verge of proving Brooklyn Quartermaine brought Gio into the world instead. As for Tracy Quartermaine, she'll give Brooklyn some reassurance on Friday's GH episode. Tracy won't want Brooklyn to worry about her buried secret coming out, but neither of them will realize just how much things are about to blow up. In the meantime, Gio will tell Brooklyn that Dante Falconeri has no use for him. After Gio declares that he's good with that, he'll accept that Dante made his true feelings known and act like there's no going back. At the hospital, Ava Jerome will meet with Portia Robinson and get updates on her latest round of Drew blackmail drama. It'll leave Ava pushing Portia to change tactics as she offers some guidance. Next, Nina will share bad news with Curtis Ashford now that custody chaos is threatening to erupt. Once Nina fills Curtis in on Willow Corinthos being served with legal papers, she'll also fret over Drew's plan to make Michael Corinthos seem like an absentee father in court. Nina will think this whole situation is going to be disastrous, so Curtis may offer some advice. Elsewhere, Drew will tell Tracy that Mayor Laura Collins has to be collateral damage. Tracy won't approve of all the details, but her commitment to pushing Sonny out of Port Charles may win out over everything else. Across town, Carly will talk to Sonny about how she intends to fight for the kids on Michael's behalf in court. After Carly vows to handle Michael's custody battle herself, Sonny will warn that it's a mistake. That's why Sonny will take matters into his own hands on Friday's show. It won't be long until Sonny tracks down Willow for a conversation, and perhaps tries to find a more peaceful solution for all of them. Elsewhere, Nina will have a huge favor to ask Carly. Will Nina plead with Carly to drop her custody pursuit and at least wait until Michael's recovered before moving forward with court proceedings? Regardless, the fact that Carly knows about Nina's role in Drew's night of drug debauchery could be a problem. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Messy Syrup. It's me, Abby, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching. So let's dive into today's video. Viewers may be wondering who IDE is and why she is suddenly the talk of General Hospital. IDE, born Brianna Nicole-Ide, is an American actress and singer. She is making her debut on the long-running soap during the 2025 Nurses Ball, one of the show's most iconic annual events. Known for her roots as a Nickelodeon star, IDE brings fresh musical talent to General Hospital, performing for the first time on the episode airing on May 22, 2025. The General Hospital Nurses Ball is not all glitz and glamour. It is a cause-correcting event committed to spreading HIV/AIDS awareness. This year's ball, commencing on May 20, will include IDE's special performance, paired with dramatic storylines, fan favorites, and surprise moments. IDE was born on June 11, 2003 in Sydney, Australia. When she was 5, her family shifted to the States, following which she began taking lessons for music and acting. She initially gained public attention as a young acting talent on Nickelodeon. She appeared in hit series such as The Haunted Hathaways, School of Rock, and Malibu Rescue on Netflix. She was nominated for a Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Award, showing her initial popularity with children. IDE has since transitioned to a music career full-time, dropping singles such Stopped Buying Diamonds and an EP released in 2022 titled Send Help under Warner Records. Her appearance is a major move introducing her to a wider daytime TV fan base. Soap opera viewers will have the opportunity to witness YDE sing during the Nurses' Ball episode that airs on May 22, 2025, the highlight during the multi-day celebration beginning May 20. The Nurses' Ball is a yearly tradition in the show world with a fusion of glamour, drama, and music, yet all against the backdrop of HIV/AIDS awareness. This year's Nurses' Ball promises the same mix of fashion, storylines, and performances. ID's appearance, heralded by Lucy Coe, is said to be a showstopper that audiences may not want to miss. As per a Deadline report, in addition to IDE, General Hospital alums Cameron Matheson and Cynthia Watrous will co-host on the red carpet. The event also promises a surprise guest and a shocking reveal later this week. ID's participation in the Nurses' Ball acts as a middle ground between young pop culture enthusiasts and longtime soap fans. Her metamorphosis from child star to credible music artist brings a new element to the event, bringing new faces to the show and its worthy cause. The Nurses' Ball has been a staple story on the show since the early 1990s. By including IDE, the show reaffirms its history of blending entertainment with advocacy. As the Nurses' Ball evolves, fans will now be watching IDE's first performance in the soap. Whether her songs strike an emotional chord with General Hospital viewers, or whether her persona leave a lasting impression on Port Charles remains to be seen. General Hospital spoilers update for Friday, May 16, reveals that Willow Corinthos will get a surprise visitor while Nina Reeves makes a plea to Carly Spencer. Ava Jerome will also have a warning that relates to Drew Kane, so there will be some exciting stuff happening in Port Charles. For starters, Ava will have a strategy session with Portia Robinson and urge her to switch things up. Portia has been doing her best to pacify Drew, but Ava may think Portia needs to get down in the mud with him instead. Then again, Ava might have some worries when it comes to what Portia's been selling Curtis Ashford. Since Curtis is getting suspicious, Ava may think Portia has to tackle her Drew crisis from another angle. While Ava warns Portia to handle things differently, Sonny Corinthos will give Carly a warning of his own. Carly will offer news on the custody mess she's made for Michael Corinthos, so Sonny will think she's botching things big time and will advise against tackling the court feud herself. Sonny will no doubt fret over Carly running the show, while Michael's stuck at the clinic without any say in the matter. Online TV streaming services at some point, Sonny will decide to pay Willow a surprise visit. If there's a path to peace, Sonny will want to find it and may stress the importance of putting the kids first. After Nina confides in Curtis about the catastrophe of all this, she'll turn to Carly with a heartfelt plea. Since Nina will be terrified over the possibility of Willow losing Wiley Corinthos and Amelia Corinthos, so she may beg Carly to back off and postpone the court date. However, Carly is determined to fight for the children on Michael's behalf, and she intends to use Drew's scandal to smear him in front of the judge. Nina is responsible for launching that scandal, so she's made just as much of a mess as Carly. The fact that Carly knows about Nina's drugging plot could also come back to haunt Nina as this storyline plays out. In the meantime, Drew will speak with Tracy Quartermaine and share why Laura Collins has to go down. Some collateral damage is to be expected as far as Drew's concerned, so he'll predict Laura's defeat and hype up Ezra Boyle as a much better mayoral candidate. Tracy will also have a reassuring discussion with Brooklyn Quartermaine, so she may promise she handled the whole Lulu Spencer situation. Lulu agreed to ditch the adoption article, but GH fans know she's still working to prove her theory about who Brooklyn and Dante Falconeri's son is. As part of Lulu's goal, she'll want to dig for more information about Giovanni Gio Palmieri's mom. Camilla took Gio in as a baby, but Lois Cerullo probably didn't hide the trail as well as she thought. After Lulu updates Cody Bell on her next move, she'll take more steps toward getting the proof she needs. Across town, Gio will open up to Brooklyn about Dante's animosity toward him following Rocco Falconeri's alcohol poisoning. Brooklyn will hope Gio and Dante can make amends, but Gio won't think Dante respects him and will act like maybe he should just wash his hands of all the drama. Here are your General Hospital spoilers for Friday, May 16, 2025. Lulu is so happy to have someone on her side that she tells Cody everything she knows. She finally feels vindicated knowing there is someone out there who believes Dante is entitled to the truth. Lulu thought she was all alone in this, but now Cody is playing for her team. Lulu tells Cody that she is sure that the woman Gio has always thought of as his mother is the key to everything. If they can find out whether Camilla was pregnant when Gio was born, Lulu thinks she will have all the proof she needs. Lulu could also just find a way to swipe a hair sample like a common Carly, but apparently that's too difficult. Meanwhile, Brooklyn encourages Gio to talk to Dante and make amends, but Gio is determined to avoid Dante at all costs. When Carly informs Sonny that Michael has a custody hearing court date, Sonny is slightly alarmed because Michael is not ready to return home and state his case. Carly tells Sonny that she will take care of things on her own, which just serves to alarm Sonny even more. To that end, he seeks out Willow for a talk. Will Sonny be able to reason with this delusional woman who is convinced her smarmy boyfriend walks on water? Nina is also worried about the custody case, so she asks Carly for a favor. Carly was impressed with Nina last week, so will she hear what Nina has to say? Portia is still in a bind, as she is more beholden to Drew than ever. She thought drugging him with ketamine would do the trick, but instead, she dug a deeper hole for herself. Portia turns to her pal Ava once again. The last time she asked Ava for advice, she ended up with Rick as her lawyer, which indirectly led to Rick's accident. How will Ava try to help Trina's mom this time around? The official YouTube account of General Hospital posted a video on Friday, May 16, 2025, teasing the events that are set to unfold in tonight's episode. In the spoiler preview, Lulu continues to chase the truth about Brooklyn's past. She targets Brooklyn and tells Cody that she is the key to the puzzle. Lulu says, however, the preview does not shed light on what Lulu plans to do next to uncover the truth about Brooklyn's past. Meanwhile, Ava blackmails Portia and tries to talk about the latter's plans. Considering how Portia played out her recent moves, Ava tells her to change tactics, stating, as Ava advises Portia to shift her modus operandi, fans are eager to find out what Portia does next on the ABC soap opera. Later, in the video sneak peek of General Hospital, Carly confronts Sonny, saying she can handle the situation herself. Although it is unclear what Carly is talking about, Sonny warns her that she is making a mistake. Carly remarks, with Lulu targeting Brooklyn and Ava blackmailing Portia, the spoiler preview for Friday's episode promises a series of emotional roller coasters, where dramatic events will likely take place. The spoilers for the May 16, 2025 episode of General Hospital reveal that Lulu will keep chasing the truth about Brooklyn's past. She will inform Cody that Gio's mother, Brooklyn, is the final key to the puzzle. As she will be determined to find answers, Cody will agree to help her dig further. It is expected that Lulu will get another lead, bringing her one step closer to uncovering Gio's true identity. She will start suspecting that Brooklyn has known the truth all this while and is hiding it from Dante. In the meantime, Brooke will start panicking after learning that Lulu might write about the adoption story. She may fear that Dante will learn the truth before she can tell him herself. Tracy will try to calm her down, saying she tried to stop Lulu from pursuing the story. Brooke will struggle to decide whether to come clean or wait until Lulu exposes the truth out in the open. On the other hand, Nina will ask Carly to step in and help Willow surf through her legal battle with Drew. Although Carly will not respond to Nina's request, Nina will continue insisting on doing the right thing for Willow and the children. Their conversation is expected to get tense, leaving Carly with a tough decision to make. Meanwhile, on General Hospital, Sonny will meet Willow to talk about Michael. He is likely to tell Willow how he feels about Michael seeking full custody of the kids. Sonny will refuse to understand Willow's position and remind her of how much Michael has been through. They will continue to discuss the custody situation and the role Drew is playing behind the scenes. Elsewhere, Portia will seek Ava's help. She will perhaps explain how Drew has been blackmailing her and how Curtis has started questioning her. Ava will give Portia some advice, asking her to change her approach and stop being defensive. Portia will agree to implement a different strategy and make a move that could backfire later. Later, in General Hospital, Drew will go ahead with his plan regarding the custody situation. He may try to make Michael look like an absent and unstable parent, and file a motion that is expected to surprise Willow. This legal step taken by Drew is expected to put more pressure on Willow as she attempts to protect her kids. In the recent episode of General Hospital that aired on May 15, 2025, Christina accidentally shared too much intel in front of Dante, hinting at the fact that she saw Rick's crashed car during the night of the accident. On the other hand, Lulu moved forward with her search and started suspecting that Gio was Dante and Brooklyn's son. Meanwhile, Alexis and Lucky realized that Rick's car was missing from the storage unit. Elsewhere, Liz told Lucas that she was scared Lucky would leave again. It was revealed that she did not know Lucky was hiding the truth about Rick's accident. Later, Gio opened up to Sonny about his feelings. He said he was shaken by Dan's accusations over Rocco's alcohol poisoning. When Brooklyn broke down, thinking about her son's birthday, Chase supported her. Lulu asked Cody to keep digging for the truth. Lastly, Rick and Ava's blackmail plot started getting dangerous as Alexis ran out of options. General Hospital spoilers reveal that 3 couples on canvas are flopping hard. So let's talk about some romantic duos that may be doomed. Viewers may watch these pairings crash and burn if things keep heading in the current direction. The powers that be were obviously hoping to recapture the magic by putting Elizabeth Baldwin and Lucky Spencer back together, but their reunion has been a flop so far. Lucky and Liz were never truly given a chance to address their past issues, so they were set up to fail from the start. There's still some familiar chemistry between Elizabeth and Lucky, but that's not enough to make this pairing work again. Of course, Lucky is keeping secrets about the car crash that Christina Corinthos Davis caused, so that could certainly affect his relationship with Liz when the truth comes out. Plus, Elizabeth is struggling to believe Lucky is truly the settling down type, so the writing may be on the wall here. It feels like Liz and Lucky are headed for a romantic split, perhaps one that could end with Lucky exiting Port Charles once more. Trina Robinson and Kai Taylor make a cute pair, but their story leaves a lot to be desired. Kai is still a pretty new character, but he's getting all the focus while Trina is his cheerleader on the sidelines. Fans don't know Kai well enough care all that much about his recent surgery and whether he plays football again or not. Trina and Kai could use a better storyline that gives them both an opportunity to shine. However, we should probably be realistic and point out that when the show inevitably gets around to recasting Spencer Cassadine, last played by Nicholas Alexander Chavez, Kai may become nothing more than a fleeting blip in Trina's romantic history. Spencer and Trina's own love story remains unfinished, so let's hope they'll get the chance at a new chapter down the road. Willow Corinthos and Drew Kane have become downright insufferable, so many viewers are awaiting the day when we'll finally be free from watching them as a pairing. Drew and Willow's relationship is destined to blow up due to all his dirty deeds and manipulative deception. That's good news for fans who considered Willow and Drew a flop pairing from the get-go. Even back in their earliest days of falling for each other, Drew and Willow were always disgusting and impossible to root for. Unfortunately, it may take a little more time for things to fall apart, especially since Nina Reeves' drugging plot backfired and strengthened Drew's romance with Willow instead. Nevertheless, Drew and Willow definitely appear to have an expiration date. It's just a matter of when Willow and Drew's relationship will finally crumble. General Hospital is a long-running American daytime television soap opera that first aired in 1963. Set in the fictional town of Port Charles, New York, the show revolves around the lives of doctors, nurses, and patients at the town's hospital. The recent story arc of General Hospital is set to explore its annual charity event, the Nurses' Ball. A lot is going into the preparations, as fans of the soap opera found out that Tracy, an ambiguous character, will not only be doing a dance performance, but also be singing. A fan by the name of June Marion commented on a discussion post started by another fan on Facebook. Marion commented, June commented on a discussion post started by Gethro Dorsent on May 14, 2025. Gethro wrote a speculative breakdown of the upcoming Nurse Ball. While some fans of General Hospital applauded Gethro Dorsent, others also expressed their excitement for the upcoming event. On the other hand, some fans of General Hospital made their own speculations about the upcoming event. The Nurses' Ball is an annual charity event at the daytime soap opera General Hospital. The event first took place in 1994 and is held at the Metro Court Hotel in Port Charles. This ball was originally created to raise funds and awareness about HIV and AIDS. This year's Nurses' Ball was announced by the soap through a YouTube video and an Instagram post published on April 2, a day after the 62nd anniversary of the soap opera. Fans of the soap opera may witness many things being unfolded in this upcoming event. Secrets from the past may resurface. Even characters can come as a surprise not only to the audience, but also to the residents. Not only that, they can also look forward to the plausible arrival of characters from the past that can alter current relationships. Talking about the same, fans may also see a few test reports with altered results, which may lead to drama. On May 15, General Hospital took major steps forward in the Brooklyn adoption secret and Christina's unraveling lies. Christina slipped up in front of Dante, hinting she saw Rick's crashed car the night of the accident. Lulu pushed ahead with her search and now suspects Gio is Brooklyn and Dante's son. Lucky and Alexis found Rick's car missing from the storage unit, replaced with a taunting note from Ava and Rick. Liz admitted to Lucas she's scared Lucky will leave again, unaware he's been hiding the truth about Rick's accident. Meanwhile, Gio confided in Sonny, still shaken from Dante's accusations over Rocco's drinking. Brooklyn broke down over her son's birthday, and Chase supported her. Lulu got Cody on board to keep digging. Rick and Ava's blackmail plot became more dangerous as Alexis ran out of options. In tomorrow's General Hospital episode, May 16, Lulu will push harder to confirm Gio's identity. She'll tell Cody that Gio's mother is the missing link. Meanwhile, Brooklyn will panic when she learns the article might still resurface. Tracy will try to calm her down. Sonny will confront Willow about Michael and the custody case. Carly will face pressure from Nina, who wants her help with something big. Drew's legal move will rattle everyone. On Friday's episode of General Hospital, Lulu will continue chasing the truth about Brooklyn's past. She will tell Cody that Gio's mother holds the last piece of the puzzle, and she'll be determined to get answers. Cody will agree to help her dig deeper. Lulu will get another lead by the end of the episode, which will bring her one step closer to confirming Gio's identity. She will suspect that Brooklyn has known the truth all along and is hiding it from Dant. Brooklyn will start to panic after learning that Lulu might still write about the adoption story. She will be worried that the truth will reach Dant before she can tell him herself. Tracy will step in and try to calm her down. Tracy will also reveal that she attempted to talk Lulu out of pursuing the story. Brooklyn will be unsure whether to come clean or wait until Lulu forces it out into the open. Meanwhile, Nina will make a direct request to Carly. She will ask Carly to intervene and help Willow navigate her legal battle with Drew. Carly will not respond well to Nina's request, but Nina will insist she's trying to do what's right for Willow and the children. The interaction between them will stay tense, and Carly will be left with a decision to make. Sonny will visit Willow to talk about Michael. He will not hold back and will tell her how he feels about Michael seeking full custody. Sonny will want to understand Willow's side, but will also remind her of how much Michael has been through. The conversation will stay focused on the custody case, and the role Drew is playing behind the scenes. Elsewhere, Portia will turn to Ava for help. She will explain how Drew has been blackmailing her and how Curtis has started asking questions. Ava will advise Portia to shift her approach and stop playing defense. Portia will agree to try a different strategy and might make a move that could backfire later. Drew will move ahead with his custody plan. He will continue pushing to make Michael look like an unstable parent and will file a motion that takes Willow by surprise. This legal step will trigger more pressure on Willow as she tries to protect her kids. By the end of the episode, multiple storylines will move toward collision points. The adoption secret, the custody war, and Rick's missing car will all remain active threads. The tension between characters will rise, and new information will shift alliances again. When Lucky returned to General Hospital, he needed a job if he was going to stay in Port Charles. Fortunately, Christina became the owner of Charlie's Pub and needed a bartender. Lucky accepted the job, and the two have become fast friends, although they knew each other growing up because their dads were also friends. Recently, Christina confided in him about cutting the brakes on Rick's car and nearly killing him and Elizabeth. And while Lucky and Liz seem to be reconnecting, it can't be denied that sparks are flying between him and Christina. Mancy spoke to Soap Opera Digest and addressed the palpable connection between Lucky and Christina. She started off by noting that she was unaware the storyline was going to become so complex, with Christina feeling guilty about what she did to Rick's car and Lucky helping her hide the truth from Liz. Because she believed Ava caused the death of her unborn child, Christina decided to cut the brakes on Ava's car. However, as fate would have it, Rick was parked in her spot and was the recipient of her revenge. Mancy explained that if you looked closely enough, you could see where the story was headed, and noted, "I could see the dark hole they were writing for her with the loss of the baby." She appreciated being in front-burner stories with West and Hearst, remarking how she gets to joke around with West and how Hearst truly enjoys rehearsing. General Hospital's Mancy recalled being at a fan event where the viewers were asking her if Christina and Lucky were going to eventually hook up. "That was such a nice surprise. It's so funny," she explained, adding, "I didn't know that was how viewers were perceiving things." She further remarked that she and Jackson have great chemistry and are friends in real life, noting that a possible connection had surprised them, but they like to be seen partners. "It's been really nice to work with Jonathan. He's very talented," she stated. Sam was Christina's sister, but she died after donating part of her liver to Lucky's sister, Lulu. Mancy explained that Lucky probably feels that he owes Christina and her family, and so covering for her misdeed is why he has this investment in Christina's well-being. She further explained that Christina's probably aware that Lucky's risking losing Les's trust by keeping this secret, but feels, "How lucky am I that he has been willing to help? Time will tell how the whole scenario plays out." In a shocking development at General Hospital, Jason and Carly have uncovered a web of deception surrounding Willow's supposed trip to Germany. Thanks to Spinelli's investigation, it has become evident that Willow never left for Germany as claimed. Instead, her disappearance aligns with a classified operation linked to Drew Kane. Initial suspicions arose when Spinelli discovered inconsistencies in airport records. Biometric data and security footage failed to confirm Willow's travel through any known checkpoints. Jason, drawing on his experience with covered operations, recognized the signs of an orchestrated deception. Further investigation revealed encrypted communications connected to a device registered under Drew's former alias. The message, labeled Operation Echo, indicated a top-secret mission requiring absolute secrecy and left no room for doubt. Willow had embarked on something far more dangerous than anyone had imagined. As details emerged, Jason and Carly were forced to confront the possibility that Willow was not coerced but a willing participant. Satellite surveillance identified a woman matching Willow's profile at a remote paramilitary facility, one previously monitored by the CIA. This discovery suggested that Willow had been recruited into a covert operation, raising concerns about her true motives. Spinelli's digital forensics traced additional encrypted logs and communications linking Willow to Drew's clandestine activities. This pointed to a wider plan, one aimed at destabilizing General Hospital's leadership and influencing legal, medical, and political systems. Evidence showed that Drew and Willow were working in tandem, strategically withdrawing from GH and laying the groundwork for a larger operation. What began as a personal mystery has escalated into a full-blown power struggle. Drew and Willow's departure from GH appears to be part of a calculated move to reassert control from behind the scenes. Through subtle manipulation and strategic replacements, they are reshaping the hospital's leadership to serve their undisclosed objectives. Jason and Spinelli now face an urgent mission to expose this scheme. Secret financial accounts, covert meetings, and manipulated patient records suggest an ongoing attempt to transform GH into a vehicle for political influence. Carly, Sonny, and others within GH are unknowingly becoming pawns in a grander restructuring. The most alarming revelation comes from Spinelli's deeper probe. Willow is not merely assisting Drew, she is central to the operation. Her emotional narrative and public persona have masked a deeper role in the subversion of trust and authority within Port Charles. Her interactions with Michael and others now appear to be calculated tactics used to gain leverage. Yet, despite her involvement, signs of internal conflict are surfacing. Willow, once driven by ideals and loyalty, is beginning to realize the full scope of Drew's agenda. Haunted by the consequences of her choices and the people she may have betrayed, she is now emotionally unraveling. The promises Drew made are fading, replaced by coercion and control. Jason sees the danger escalating. If Willow continues down this path, GH may become a stronghold for a hidden network seeking dominance over the city. The restructuring isn't just administrative, it's ideological, threatening the very principles on which the hospital was built. Time is running out. Jason and Carly must act swiftly to rescue Willow from the psychological stronghold Drew has created. The longer they wait, the closer Port Charles edges toward collapse. Willow's story, once rooted in personal pain and healing, now sits at the center of a spiraling conspiracy. The crisis is no longer speculative. It is active, unfolding, and threatening to consume everything in its path. Whether Willow remains a pawn or finds the strength to break free may determine the fate of General Hospital and the future of Port Charles. In a gripping episode of General Hospital, an intense custody battle reached a dramatic climax as Michael Corinthos, made a shocking entrance that redefined the trajectory of the case. What began as a legal conflict over the custody of children Wei and Amelia rapidly evolved into a high-stakes courtroom showdown filled with betrayal, legal stratagems, and emotionally charged disclosures. At the outset, Drew Cain launched an aggressive legal campaign to gain custody for Willow Tate, enlisting the formidable attorney Rick Lansing to portray Michael as an absentee father. With Michael having been unseen in Port Charles for months, Rick presented a compelling argument that questioned his parental involvement and painted Willow as the children's primary caregiver. However, Drew's legal approach concealed a critical truth. Michael had not abandoned his family, but had been receiving treatment in Germany for third-degree burns. Choosing to suppress this information, Drew relied on Michael's absence to gain leverage, a tactic that created ethical concerns and left key allies like Carly Corintos and Diane Miller visibly unsettled. As the courtroom leaned in Willow's favor, Michael's sudden appearance stunned everyone. Covered in bandages and visibly in pain, Michael calmly approached the bench and disclosed the truth about his absence. Backed by medical records and photographic evidence, he clarified that his disappearance stemmed from medical necessity, not neglect. His testimony swiftly shifted the court's perspective. But Michael's revelations didn't stop there. He presented incontrovertible evidence of an extramarital affair between Drew and Willow, which occurred while Willow was still legally married to him. This disclosure not only exposed personal betrayal, but raised critical questions about the emotional environment in which the children had been raised. The courtroom atmosphere shifted dramatically as Willow's composure collapsed under the weight of the revelations. Michael's poised defense and decisive disclosures dismantled the opposing legal arguments. Carly and Diane quickly leveraged the new evidence to reinforce Michael's case, highlighting his continued commitment to his children despite overwhelming personal adversity. Ultimately, the court ruled in favor of Michael and Carly, awarding them primary custody of Wei and Amelia. The ruling devastated Willow, who broke down in tears as the emotional cost of her actions became clear. Drew attempted to console her, but the fallout from their exposed affair left lasting damage to their reputations and their future together. The episode closed with emotionally charged scenes of Michael reconnecting with his children, reaffirming his love and presence. While he refrained from gloating, the impact of his testimony was undeniable. Carly embraced her son with pride, Diane acknowledged the legal victory, and Drew and Willow exited the courtroom in emotional disarray. This courtroom saga marked a significant turning point in the ongoing narrative of General Hospital. However, the legal outcome is only the beginning of a broader emotional journey. Michael must now rebuild his relationship with his children in a complex co-parenting dynamic, while Willow is left to confront the personal and public consequences of her decisions. Adding to the unfolding drama, the episode also teased a bombshell involving Gio Palmieri. Spoilers suggest that Gio is the long-lost biological son of Brooklyn Quartermain and Dante Falconeri, a revelation that could fracture family dynamics across Port Charles. The disclosure is expected to ignite conflicts within the Quartermain and Falconeri households, challenging long-held loyalties and exposing deep-seated secrets. Lois Cirillo, implicated in the concealment of Gio's parentage, now stands at the epicenter of controversy. Her motivations, whether protective or manipulative, are poised to alienate her from friends and family alike, especially Olivia Falconeri, who will likely view the betrayal as unforgivable. Tensions threaten to destabilize Olivia's marriage to Ned Quartermain, as conflicting perspectives on forgiveness and accountability create emotional rifts. As Brooklyn and Dante grapple with the reality of being Gio's parents, their personal and familial relationships hang in the balance. Meanwhile, Gio must navigate the emotional aftermath of learning the truth about his origins. The ripple effects promise to reshape Port Charles for months to come. To further heighten speculation, Whispers of a potential recast of Michael Corinthos continue to circulate. A now-deleted social media post from actor Robert Adamson, who previously stepped in as Michael, has fueled rumors about upcoming casting changes. Whether this signals a new direction for the character or a strategic misdirection remains to be seen. When Lucky returned to General Hospital, he needed a job if he was going to stay in Port Charles. Fortunately, Christina became the owner of Charlie's Pub and needed a bartender. Lucky accepted the job, and the two have become fast friends, although they knew each other growing up because their dads were also friends. Recently, Christina confided in him about cutting the brakes on Rick's car and nearly killing him and Elizabeth. And while Lucky and Liz seem to be reconnecting, it can't be denied that sparks are flying between him and Christina. Mancy spoke to Soap Opera Digest and addressed the palpable connection between Lucky and Christina. She started off by noting that she was unaware the storyline was going to become so complex, with Christina feeling guilty about what she did to Rick's car and Lucky helping her hide the truth from Liz. Because she believed Ava caused the death of her unborn child, Christina decided to cut the brakes on Ava's car. However, as fate would have it, Rick was parked in her spot and was the recipient of her revenge. Mancy explained that if you looked closely enough, you could see where the story was headed, and noted, "I could see the dark hole they were writing for her with the loss of the baby." She appreciated being in front-burner stories with West and Hearst, remarking how she gets to joke around with West and how Hearst truly enjoys rehearsing. General Hospital's Mancy recalled being at a fan event where the viewers were asking her if Christina and Lucky were going to eventually hook up. "That was such a nice surprise. It's so funny," she explained, adding, "I didn't know that was how viewers were perceiving things." She further remarked that she and Jackson have great chemistry and are friends in real life, noting that a possible connection had surprised them, but they like to be seen partners. "It's been really nice to work with Jonathan. He's very talented," she stated. Sam was Christina's sister, but she died after donating part of her liver to Lucky's sister, Lulu. Mancy explained that Lucky probably feels that he owes Christina and her family, and so covering for her misdeed is why he has this investment in Christina's well-being. She further explained that Christina's probably aware that Lucky's risking losing Les's trust by keeping this secret, but feels, "How lucky am I that he has been willing to help?" Time will tell how the whole scenario plays out. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.